Hello, my furry friends. My name is Cub, and welcome back to Mythical Block. So at the end of the last episode, we created this thing, which was in order for us to get a ton more EMC. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to record taking all of the, I think it's magenta matter that's in there now, out earlier, but I did put that little chest beside it to show you exactly how much I got after one night's AFK. So, this is how much I got. And each one of these stacks is 923 million. So if we take all this, put it in our transmutation table, we now have 40.7 billion. So I don't think we really have an issue at the moment with the MC, but we can do better. We can do better. And yeah, so I was looking through all of the seeds that Mystical Agriculture have for anything else I can grow that has EMC. I was thinking like Awakened Draconium and stuff, but they don't have EMCs. And I did see this thing here can make dragon egg chunks. Then the dragon egg chunks can be turned into dragon eggs, and each dragon egg is 2.62.144 thousand EMC. So I think if we can maybe go beat the Ender Dragon and replace all of these with the Ender Dragon seeds, that's basically quadrupling the amount of ENC we can generate. I mean, eventually we're going to get into the power flowers and stuff, and we won't need to have this set up, but it's fun. It's fun. Oh, by the way, I still have my Insanium armor on. I just figured out that you can actually hide your armor, and I like my skin, so I'm hiding the armor. So between episodes, I have tried to put together a kind of a okay bow. I'm not sure about how bad the Ender Dragon is to fight. I can only assume that it's a modified fight. But I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We die. Oh, and also, we're never going to be running out of creative essence. This thing is running like insane. So let's head to the end. But in order to head to the end, we need to make an end cake. Apparently you can eat a cake and have an ender chest in you. Interesting. Okay, no distractions, no distractions. So in order to make an end cake, we need 6 Eyes of Ender, 2 end crystals, and a cake. And wouldn't you know it, I just so happen to have learned all those recipes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A cake. And 2 end crystals. Let's throw these in here. And this around here. And we have an end cake. Put this guy down here. I'm not sure if you have to make more of these if you eat a slice, but eventually we'll be able to teleport anyway, so yeah. It's just going to go badly. This is going to go badly. This is going to go badly, isn't it? Oh, YOLO. I see a dragon. Oh. Okay, apparently, you get hit with lightning when you do that. Doesn't seem to be doing much to us. I also hear... Yeah, I hear these guys. We also can't forget we need to get some essence in case we need it. I don't want to do what happened in the last Skyblock I played and have to fight a dragon again. Oh, there's some. Oh, and we get Ender Air as well. Ooh. I mean, this is going quite easily. Am I a little bit overpowered? I think I might be a bit overpowered. Really haven't taken very much damage. I think I've just been scarred from the last pack. What? Why are you coming after me? Whoa. Okay, let's fly into here. Ooh, hey! And there's blades here? Okay, I'm starting to lose health. But now I'm gaining my health back. Oh. What? 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 How? I call shenanigans. Ender Dragon, I will haunt you. The dragon take 2? So weird. I'm coming. I still have no idea how I died. Okay. Is this going to explode again? Yep. Ooh. Not this time. Not this time. Oh, whoa. Okay, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna turn my magnet on in case things fall off you. Yes! Okay, get away, get away, get away. Get away, get away, get away. Got a nebulous heart. Draconium dust. Dragon scales, that's what I needed. I needed dragon scales. I got 8 of them. That means I can make the egg. Or that means I can make the seeds. Go away. I mean, only dying once is still a good thing. Let's throw this stuff in the transmutation table to learn it. I can't do that. Ooh, I got a dragon heart as well. That's used in Draconic Evolution, which will be starting really soon. I'm gonna pop back to the island. Boop. Do a little sleep. And let's make these dragon eggs up. Or dragon egg seeds, at least. 4 insanium, 4 dragon scales, and a prosperity seed base. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. And a boop. So let's go down to our little insanium area down here. And pick up these uraninite seeds. And let's start duplicating this guy. This might take a while. And it did, in fact, take a while. Apparently, they don't have a secondary seed drop when they're being manually grown, and I didn't realize that until I had to look it up on the wiki. So up here I have a power pot set up, and we did manage to get 33 extra seeds and a ton of essence. So before I put these all in, what I'm going to do is take some of this essence. I'm going to craft it down into the dragon egg chunks. So let's get rid of this pipe first. Get rid of this guy as well. New drawer. 4x4. Lock and quantify. What we want to do is make sure that this recipe now says 9 of these equals to 1 dragon egg chunk. And this stays in the internal buffer. Apply. And then what we want to do is say 3 of these dragon egg chunks turn into a dragon egg, but that one goes to the external buffer. So if we grab all of this, throw all that in there, that should, if we do this, it should make up dragon eggs. We can put in all of our dragon seeds here, like so. Oh, and we need to make sure our filter is set as well. So add to whitelist. Only dragon egg essence. Submit. And we just remove the netherite one. And there we go. Automatically dragon eggs. And then we just make sure we have this one on extract. There we go. Now you'll notice that these take 1.5 minutes to grow rather than the 30 seconds that the netherite seeds took. And I think we can solve that with our copious amounts of EMC. What we can make now is the Watch of Flowing Time. What this does is it speeds up any tick process. So this is like ticking away. If you didn't know, Minecraft is split up into 20 ticks per second. So it will increase the processing speed of these things. And it'll also increase the power consumption. So we're going to have to take care of that somehow. But if we can make a Watch of Flowing Time and a Dark Matter pedestal, we should be able to speed this up quite a lot. So Watch of Flowing Time is 4 Dark Matter, 2 Obsidian, a Clock, and Glowstone. Okay, so make sure we learn that guy. A Dark Matter pedestal is 4 Red Matter and 5 Dark Matter blocks. Nice. And we learn okay. So what you do with this guy is you place it, I'm not sure of the distance needed, but I'm going to place it here and hope that it actually ticks everything down there. Place this guy on, and then I assume it's just like a shift right click to activate. And that looks like it's ticking faster, maybe? Question mark? Oh, but we're running out of power. Let me sleep this rain away, and let's deal with that power issue. Well, welcome back. A few things have changed. So I was working on getting these guys up to the highest level possible, so I actually had to go ahead and make sure all of this was automated. So if I pop down here, I can show you guys. These are all automated and automatically taking all the stuff out, and each one of these has a filter that just allows the essence out. Into this crafter, I have a recipe for nether stars. The first and second recipe to make them. And then over here I have the recipes for all of the other stuff. Unfortunately, this nether star is needed to craft up the nitro crystals. Very expensive, but we are going to need them later on in the pack, so I thought I might as well get them done now. But all of this is so I can get the better generators, and that is this guy here, the Nitro Reactor. Now, if you've seen my Vault Hunter series, one of the last episodes I made was about this guy, actually. Well, not this guy, because I couldn't afford to get up to this level in Vault Hunters. But these are very, very good reactors. They just need redstone, coal, uraninite, water, and some cooling thing like ice or whatever. And I have all of that set up except for ice. So it's time once again to go down the mystical block rabbit hole. Oh, before we go down the rabbit hole, I updated the pack because halfway during this little build here, the pack updated, and two dramatic things basically happened. One, nether stars now have EMC. Still not better than dragon seeds, but they are EMCable, which means we don't have to have a constant production as long as we have tons of EMC. The other not so good thing happened that ender storage is gone. I can no longer use the ender tanks to transfer water and lava around, which is why these little things here are there, the cyclic pipes with the little water reservoir underneath. I don't really like it as it causes a little bit of lag, but it's the best we can do it for the moment because there's no sinks in this pack. Ah, I miss my sink. But yes, ice. We need to get some ice. And in order to get ice, we either need to go and get the Ring of Zero and an Evertide amulet to get ice, or we can go along the mystical agriculture way. Which I would like to, because I mean, this is mystical block. I wanted to use mystical stuff to get the stuff in mystical block. It's in the name. So yes, to make ice essence, you need to make ice seeds, and to make ice seeds, we need ice. So in order to make ice seeds, yes, like I just said about 50 million times, we need to get ice, and the only way I can see to get ice is with Botania. And eagle-eyed viewers will have spotted a new island over there, which I just have to finish off with this dirt. And this is where we're going to be doing Botania. I made the island quite big because there's a lot of stuff later on in the game with Botania, but we're just going to get the basics done for now. So let's get our wand, build this guy out, and let's get started on Botania. The basics of Botania. We're not going to go on full send into Botania today. That'll be in a future episode coming up soon. So, getting started with Botania is actually fairly simple. First of all, we need to get some floral fertilizer. Or if you have already gone to the Twilight Forest, you can go to the Twilight Forest and find some of the mystical flowers. This is really easy to make. You literally just need any colored dye and a piece of bone meal. And what that does is, if you put it on grass, it will grow these mystical flowers. But yes, when you do get these flowers, which are EMCable by the way, all you have to do is craft them down into petals, replant them, grow them like so. You can just shear them, and that basically duplicates the petals. So don't be worried about using up your petals. The next thing you want to do is you want to make a petal apothecary. And this is kind of like the crafting table of Botania. What you do is you make one of these guys with a petal or a mushroom. I have made one previously, so a petal apothecary. Let's pop over to Botania Island here. So we pop down that, we fill it up with water, and using this, we want to make ourselves something called a pure daisy. And the pure daisy is fairly simple. It's just 4 petals or mushrooms, shimmering mushrooms, and a seed in here. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a seed. And that will give you a pure daisy. Now what the Pure Daisy does is, in a radius around it, these 8 blocks here, it will convert wood into living wood and stone into living stone, which are the basic building blocks of everything in Botania. So I'm going to make a few of these daisies up, and I'm going to get some wood and some stone processing. And when I have that done, I'll get back to you guys. And there we go, there we have some living wood, and eventually this will all turn into living rock. Like so. Now, unfortunately, neither of these has an EMC value, so I will have to automate these, probably using refined storage, which we will be getting to later on in this episode, because I'm really tired of not having a sorting system. So, the first thing I'm going to make is a mana pool. Think of a mana pool basically like the battery of Botania. This will store all the mana that gets generated, and it will allow us to process things using that mana. Next, we need to make a wand of the forest, which is made by crafting 2 of these into living twigs, and we need 3 of those. These go diagonally like this, and then you put 2 petals on either side. Now, these petals actually dictate what the wand looks like. In Vault Hunters, it doesn't work, it's just a standard looking one, but these ones you can actually customize your own wands. And of course, I'm going to use red and black, because red and black are my channel colors. Think of this wand sort of like this pipe wrench. It's a configuring tool. So if I shift and click this, you can see that mana can now come out of the pool, or mana can go into the pool. Next, what we need to make is a mana spreader. Now, there are different tiers of these, and as we get further along the pack, we'll be able to get all the way up to the Gaia spreader, but at the moment, we just have the basic mana spreader. And they are very easy to make. It's just 6 living wood, a petal or a mushroom, and a piece of gold. And I'm going to place this guy facing the pool. And again, using our Wand of the Forest, we can click this guy and link it right to this mana pool. Now at the moment it's doing nothing because we don't really have anything that generates mana. And that's where the flowers come in. Now Botania has tons of flowers that produce things, such as this guy, it's like a fan. This guy, I can't remember what this one does. The orchid turns things into different ores, but at the moment we're just starting out, so we're going to be using the Endoflame. I think anybody who plays with Botania makes Endoflame as their first generating flower, because they're really simple to make. So what you do is you get 2 brown petals, 1 light grey and a red. Again, throw it into your petal apothecary over here with a bucket of water and a seed, and you will get an Endoflame. And thankfully, the Endoflames have an EMC, so we only have to do it once. Boop, boop. And we have our flower that can produce us some mana. And of course, I'm going to learn that and just take out a stack for now. So when you put these down, they should automatically link to this guy. And you can see that they are linked if you hover over it. The little mana spreader has a tick beside it, and the mana spreader it is attached to will be highlighted in a shifting rainbow color, apparently. I always thought that was just blue. The more you know. So the way Endoflames produce power is they basically act like a furnace. Anything that can be burned in a furnace, such as coal blocks, coal, even alchemical coal, can be used by the Endoflame. And what you do is you basically just throw it on the ground in front of them, and they'll hoover it all up, and they'll produce some mana, which will be put into the mana spreader and then directly into the mana pool. Now, you'd want this spreader to be as close as possible to the mana pool, because there is a loss the further you are away. So the most efficient thing here would probably be to have 4 of these around the cardinal directions of the mana pool, and 6 of these on each. So I'm going to do just that. And there we go. And we can see that slowly but surely the mana pool is starting to fill up with mana. So you might be asking yourself, where exactly does the ice come into this? Well, you see, another thing that the Pure Daisy can do is it can turn water into snow. And then you can use the alchemical block underneath the mana pool to turn snow into ice, which is the last step needed for us to finally get our power source up and running. So what you want to do to get snow is you want to make sure that these 4 blocks around are blocked off, and then you want these 4 blocks to be surrounded so that you can place water here, 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 and here, like so. 1, this will stop the Pure Daisy from being washed away, and 2, the water won't go everywhere. And eventually, this will turn into snow, Like so. Dig these 4 up. Then we need to throw this snow into a mana pool and it'll turn into ice, but we first need to get the alchemical catalyst, which is actually easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought we needed to get into runes and stuff today, but apparently not. So what I need is 2 of these, that's easy, 2 gold, easy, living rock we have, and a mana pearl, which is basically just an ender pearl thrown into a mana pool. And a boop. There we go, there's our alchemical catalyst. Place this guy under here. And you'll know you have it in the right place if you can see in the bottom of the pool the insignia of the catalyst. And we just throw our snow in. Nice! Or should I say, ice. Yeah, that was a bad one. Boop, 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 and a boop. Nice. 1 MK1 botany pot, Insanium farmland, an advanced pipe upgrade, and an item pipe. There we go! Ice is automated. Ooh, that's a really pretty little flower. Okay, so now that we've emerged from that rabbit hole and we finally have our blue ice automated, now we can finally get our reactor sorted and we can stop worrying about overusing energy over there with the dark matter pedestal watch of flowing time thingy. I did start making the reactors, but for some reason I thought they upgraded with each other. But I actually think you can just make them like this. So I've just wasted a lot of stuff, but you know, at least it's going to be easy now just to make our nitro reactor. What we need to do is we need to get 36 of these, which is 6 lots. So we need 24 of each of these things. And yeah, I think I actually have it all in here. Let's go ahead and make 36 of those. So let's get all this out of the way. And we shall place our reactor here. Now, the good thing about this is, as long as you have 36 in your inventory, it will literally build itself. And I'm going to do it here so that this pipe can connect and fill it with water, which is one of the things you need for this reactor. Nice. What do we need to do now? We need to make sure that we get uraninite into here, ice into here, coal into here, and redstone into here, or the other way around. I'm not quite sure. That should be really easy if we just pipe out of these 4 drawers. So let me grab some item pipes, like so. I believe you can pipe into the bottom of this, like so. Set these all to extract. We just put a filter into each one of these to extract the block that we need. Then if we connect this to this pipe, the reactor should, in theory, kick on. Like so. We just need to put a plug on the front of this guy, connect to the fuzzy cup network, and this should be providing power to our system. Nice. Also, don't forget to disable limit, otherwise you won't get the full impact. So now that this is working, let's pop over here, turn on the watch of flowing time, and see if we have the ability to keep up. Looks like they are much faster, they're ticking much faster. This is coming in way faster. But are we keeping up power-wise? Let's see. Yeah, there, it clicked down to 70% and it's gone way back up. And we seem to be increasing in the raw materials to make the power. Nice. Oh, yes. Eventually, we can tear down that thing there, which I think I will do eventually. Because next episode, we're going to be getting into power flowers, which are a passive way to generate EMC. And they can go up to trillions. Literal trillions. But like I said earlier in the episode, now I'm going to concentrate on a storage system. Because I am tired of living out of this single chest at my transmutation table. Oh, and before I forget, you guys did tell me I should probably just put an EMC link attached to this. And now that we have like 34 billion EMC, I think it's pretty easy to make an EMC link. Well, the first one anyway. I don't think we can afford 771 billion yet. We need the covalent dust, 2 transmutation tables, and an energy condenser. And basically what this thing does is it's like a wireless connection to your EMC system. Basically, you just put a pipe going from there into here. And if you watch up in the top left corner of the screen, every now and again, you'll see green text with numbers saying added EMC, added EMC. So this is automatically pulling out anything that goes in here that is the purple matter. So with that done, let's get our sorting system up and running. And thankfully, it's very, very easy to make it on this mod pack. Most of the stuff is EMCable, so as long as you make one of them and put it into your transmutation table, it's pretty quick. So I am going to just speed through this setup, and when I have it set up, I'll bring you guys back in. And there we go. A quick, refined storage system set up in less than 5 minutes. Next episode, we're going to get into auto crafting. But until then, I hope you liked this episode. If you did, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!